You ever notice how you can go from being completely ready to connect with your husband to not wanting him anywhere near you in a matter of minutes, maybe sometimes seconds? Some wives think that that's just how the night played out, right? It's just something that happened. It's not. Something already shifted when you find that taking place. It's not just a moment, right? It's not just a moment. It's something that built up to that. So what? How this plays out. And see if you relate with any aspect of what you're seeing here. Let's watch.
So as I was getting into bed and I peeled back the covers, I made sure to slither in but still stay close to the edge. I didn't want to go in too far, so one butt cheek was still slightly a little bit off the edge. I saw him coming over across the pillow barrier to give me a kiss, and I figured I'm not even going to pucker. You can just kiss my unpuckered lips.
They already had a plan, right? He's upstairs. In his mind, the path is clear. The night is moving forward. She's going downstairs thinking, let me just handle this real quick and come back. But watch what actually happens instead.
So I go to the basement, and while I was down there, it started to happen. I started to get irritated looking at all the laundry and how the kids will put loads of clothes in or things that are just theirs, but the load is this tiny while there's a massive amount of laundry sitting on the floor that they could have added to their pile. I could feel the frustration building, and I was like, no, stay focused, Amanda. Like, everything's fine. You're just going to let this roll off. It's totally stress-free, whatever. So I'm carrying up this massive load of laundry that was in the dryer, and it was really heavy. And I also needed to bring up, I think I have my Bible in my hand, my water bottle, my phone, like other things. So as I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs, I came up from the basement, standing at the bottom of the stairs, I start yelling for my husband so he could come and grab the basket and I could carry everything else up.
This is where everything changes, right? And most wives completely miss it because they think the problem is the laundry. It's not the laundry. It's what the laundry triggered. Am I correct? We're going to see a little bit more, but let's just hang in there for a second. It's what the laundry triggered, what it represented. She starts noticing things, right? The kids' loads, the mess, the weight of it all. And now her mind isn't on connection anymore. It's on everything that feels unfair. Everything that feels like I'm the one carrying this. Then she calls for him, right? And he doesn't come. She doesn't know if he've heard her, but in her mind, he's hearing her and just not coming to her aid. So that only adds one more layer up on top of the other layers that's already been formed. Now that feeling is locked in, right? That's not her reality. That's her truth. That is now, for her, everything that has happened. That perspective about everything of the evening has shifted. And this is the part some wives never connect, right? This is the exact moment the night is already over. And she doesn't even realize it yet. And here's a part I need you to see. Now, the husband in the room, in the bed, has no idea any of this just happened. He didn't feel the build-up. He didn't see this shift. He didn't experience what just happened inside of her. He's upstairs, still where they left off, thinking, we're about to have a good night. Maybe even humming Black Eyed Peas song. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good, you might go, right? A good night. So maybe he's humming that and laying there. She's downstairs, already miles away emotionally. Miles away? Well, let's see.
So I'm carrying up this massive load of laundry that was in the dryer, and it was really heavy. And I also needed to bring up, I think I have my Bible in my hand, my water bottle, my phone, like other things. So as I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs, I came up from the basement, standing at the bottom of the stairs, I start yelling for my husband so he could like come and grab the basket and I could carry everything else up. So I head into my bedroom carrying this big hot load of laundry, looking like I got attacked by a pack of wolves just trying to get up my stairs. My husband looks over at me and I'm like, I've been calling your name. I was at the bottom of the stairs. I called your name like 100 times. He's like, oh, I couldn't hear you over this fan. Oh, you couldn't? You couldn't, could you? As he climbs into the bed and pulls the covers up, right? As I'm standing here like this, dumping the laundry out and every shirt I pull out and I'm shaking it while staring him down.
Now she walks into the room and he's in bed waiting exactly where he said he'd be, exactly where they had discussed he would be waiting for her. But she's not seen that. She's seen you didn't help. You didn't come. You don't get it, do you? Right? And if you miss this next part, you keep blaming him for something he never even saw happen. Because now she's not responding to him. She's responding to everything she just felt. And she even said it herself, right? She started thinking about all the things she hates about the past that has happened in their relationship with him. That's not about the moment anymore, right? That's emotional carryover. That isn't about excusing him, right? Could he have helped? Had he hurt her? Of course he could have. Could he have come when she called? Again, probably. But that's not what shut the night down, right? What shut it down was everything she carried back into that room. Not just the clothes basket, but everything else she carried back in that room. And it's interesting that she also carried her Bible. Interesting, right? And this right here is why so many husbands feel confused. Because from his side, nothing changed, right? He was ready. He was present. He was waiting. And now suddenly, he's getting distance, attitude, a wall. And he has no idea why. She is just making it known by her attitude. As she said, right? Everything is so done in a way that he knows, like he begins to think, wait, whoa, wait a minute, right? And this is where understanding your husband's inner world changes everything. Because from his side, he's thinking, what's just happened? And when that keeps happening, he stops initiating. If this is what he gets, and they have planned, and he's initiated, and now is waiting, and this is what happens, do you think that in the future he is going to put himself out there as he did? Not because he doesn't want her, but because it starts to feel unpredictable to come close, uncertain, doesn't know what's going to happen. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You might be thinking, this feels one-sided. Like, so I have to manage everything? No. But if you don't understand how quickly your internal shift affects connection and how it shows up, you'll keep losing moments you actually wanted. Some of you might feel like this, a little deeply, right? Especially if you've been carrying a lot for a long time. But pain has a way of showing up in moments like this and making you react in ways that push away what you actually want. So here's a simple shift, right? The next time you feel that frustration building, before you walk back into the room, just catch it, right? Maybe pause, take a deep breath, and rewind and reframe what's happening, right? Pause, breathe, and rewind and reframe. Because once you carry everything into that next moment, it doesn't stay about the laundry anymore. It goes from one thing to another like she stated how her mind, so she not only heard possibly about the laundry, but everything else is brought back up. And that's why it's so important to nip it, right? To notice it, inhale, inspect, and then pause to pray or to pivot away from that. So when she pulled away as she did, it wasn't about him reaching for her. It was about everything that came with her into that bed. So here's a question. Have you been blaming the moment instead of what led up to it? Just think about it for a second. When you have had moments like that, do you blame the moment? Or have you taken responsibility for the things that has led up to that moment? Now, if this connected with you, I want to give you something simple to start with, and that is my free 7 simple conversations that rebuild closeness. Simple ways to reconnect without pushing him, your husband, away. And you'll find that in the description below. And I'd love to hear your thoughts as well in the comments. And you'll see right here, it's buildyourhappiermarriage.com/closeness. You can get your free copy. Now, if you like this video, I would like to ask you to go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, and share it with at least one other wife who you think would benefit from watching this. You'll see also a video popping up right here. I recommend highly that you watch that and also share that one as well. Now, may God bless you and your marriage. And I'll see you on the next video. God bless. Peace out.